Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi, my name is Valentina. I'm a makeup lover and I like to test makeup products. In today's video, I'm going to test a new foundation, and I have this one by Rare Beauty. This new True to Myself Natural Matte Longwear Foundation. It's what I'm wearing on my skin right now. I'm going to test it for the first time today, and I'll also do a wear test on my acne textured oily skin. So if you're curious to know whether this new foundation is long-lasting on acne textured oily skin and you wanna find out more, then keep on watching. In today's video, I'm going to test a new foundation, and I have this one by Rare Beauty. A lot of you guys asked me to try this foundation, so that's what I'll do today. And I'll also do a wear test to see how it holds up on my acne textured oily skin all day. So let's get started. First, let's see the packaging. Very interesting foundation bottle. It has this button on the back. And here I have the foundation. I have it in the color 4, Fair Neutral. This is definitely a full coverage foundation. The formula is very thick. The foundation is not scented, which is nice. The other 3 shades were too light for me, so I hope this in number 4 is going to match me. So this is the new Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez, True to Myself Natural Matte Longwear Foundation. It is a self-priming and self-setting foundation with breathable, medium to full coverage and a natural matte finish that brings out the best in your skin. It's a 3-in-1 foundation that primes, covers, and sets for sweat, humidity, and smudge-proof wear. With an airy, whipped texture, it gives buildable, breathable coverage that blurs, smooths, and looks like real skin, while True Comfort Complex hydrates skin up to 8 hours for comfortable wear all day. Highlights: non-comedogenic, medium coverage, long wearing, best for oily, combo, normal skin, and matte finish. It was made in Italy and has a 12 months shelf life. There are 3 ways to apply this foundation. To get the sheerest coverage, use a damp sponge with your fingers for more coverage. And to get the most coverage, use a dry sponge or a foundation brush. So everything sounds amazing about this foundation. You can also customize your coverage, using half a pump for medium coverage or a full pump for full coverage. These days, I like more natural foundations with a sheer, lightweight formula. I'm not very into full coverage matte foundations, because as I get older, I feel like the matte foundations make my skin look dry and old. But I'm very curious to try this one, because it's supposed to look very natural on the skin. So let's try it. I'm going to apply it on one side of my face using my beauty blender, and on the other side using a foundation brush, to see which method works best for my skin. This will be the beauty blender side. Okay, this is one pump. It's like a lot of product in here. I'll try to use half of it. It sets fast, so you have to blend it fast. I feel like the shade is not bad. What do you guys think? So this is how my skin looks with and without this new foundation on. It has nice coverage and the finish is matte, but I feel like it kind of sits weird on top of my pores. But let's see how is the finish with a brush. With one pump, you definitely get a lot of product. I'll definitely be using like half a pump for my entire face, because a little goes a long way. I'll try to use like this much. And this is how my skin looks with this foundation on. Sponge application on this side and brush application on this side. I used like half a pump on each side of my face, but I feel like you can use half a pump for your entire face because a little goes a long way. You definitely get more coverage if you apply the foundation with a brush. So the finish is pretty on both sides. If you prefer a sheer coverage, make sure to apply it using your beauty blender, or if you want more coverage, you can use a brush. It has a thick but buildable formula. The finish is matte but also radiant. My skin doesn't look dry. I really like what I see from afar. But when I look up close, I can see that I have foundation on because it has some coverage. So it's not the most natural looking foundation I've ever tried. But if you like to have nice coverage and a matte finish with your foundation, this is actually nice. For now I like it, but I want to see how all of the other makeup products will look on top of this foundation. So I will save my fine impressions for the end of the video after the wear test. For my makeup next, I'm going to use some of my favorite makeup products to have a fair test for this new foundation. Next I'm going to use this one by Rare Beauty, this liquid contour in the shade Gentle. I really love this one. I love the color, I love the formula, and I love the finish. The formula is buildable, blendable, and long-lasting. It's one of my favorite makeup products from Rare Beauty. It's so good. For my concealer, I'm going to use this Chanel Ultra Light Tint. I'm also going to use it as my eyeshadow base. And I'm going to set everything in place with my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder. I'm going to set this side of my face first to see how the foundation looks with and without the powder on. And this is how this foundation looks set with powder, with and without the powder on. It looks good, with and without the powder on. Now let's apply it on this side too. Okay, I really like how my skin looks up close. On this side, my skin looks flawless and airbrushed. I still don't know what happened on the Beauty Blender side, because my pores are emphasized in some areas. But let's move on. For blush, I'm going to use this one by Rare Beauty. It's been a while since I've used it, but I want to use it again today to see how it looks on top of this new foundation. I don't use it so much because it's very pigmented, and if I'm not careful, it can emphasize my pores. Like, look at how pigmented it is. And for highlighter, I'm going to use this one by Rare Beauty. It's very good, but mine is broken. Let me show you. Like, look at this mess. Now with these two on, I feel like my pores are emphasized. This is how my skin looks now, after my powders. So these are very good products, but not very good for someone with textured skin. because it's a lot of glitter in these and they emphasizes my pores. I'm going to finish the eye makeup off camera and I'll be right back to give you my impressions for this foundation before the wear test. So I'll be right back. I'm back and this is the finished makeup look. For my eyeshadow palette, I used this one by Flower Knows from the new Bunny Garden collection. I've used it for the first time in my last video, and I have to say that I really like this eyeshadow palette. For today, I used just these two matte colors, but if you want to see swatches, and you are curious to know what eye makeup look I've created using all of these colors, I highly recommend you to check my last video. All over my eyelids, I have a little bit of this Rare Beauty blush, and on my inner corners, I use this Rare Beauty highlighter. For mascara, I have these two on. This Lancome Curl Goddess on my top lashes, and this one by Flower Knows on my bottom lashes. I like to use it on my bottom lashes because the bristles are very tiny, and the mascara is waterproof, transfer-proof, and very long-lasting. And on my lips, I have this Wonder Skin lip liner in the color Blush. Now, 5 impressions for this foundation. I'm going to do the wear test tomorrow, because now it's pretty late, and I plan to wear this foundation for more than 12 hours. So I'll do the wear test tomorrow, and I'll insert that clip in this video. Now my skin looks very good. My skin looks matte, but not dry. I see some dry patches just in this area. But on the rest of my face, my skin looks very good with the foundation on. It's not the most natural foundation, but the finish is pretty natural for a matte, full coverage foundation. For now, I like it, but I'm curious to see if it's long-lasting. So if you're curious to know if this foundation is long-lasting on acne, textured, oily skin, just keep on watching. Good morning. Today I'm going to do the wear test for this new Rare Beauty foundation. I already have the eye makeup done, and on my skin I have my regular skincare on. It's something I use all the time with new foundations. I'm going to apply the foundation using my beauty blender today, because I like a natural finish. Very pretty finish today. My skin looks even, I have enough coverage, and my dry patches are not emphasized. For my concealer, I'm going to use this Chanel Ultra Light Tint. And for setting powder, my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder. For blush, I'm going to use this one by Flower Knows. And for bronzer and highlighter, I'm going to use this Hourglass palette, the Dragon palette. And on my lips, I'm going to use this Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Lip Liner in a Pillow Talk. And this is the finished makeup result, with this foundation as my base. My skin looks even, my pores are blurred, I have enough coverage, the finish is matte, my skin doesn't look heavy or cakey. So I really like what I see right now, but let's find out together if this foundation is long-lasting on acne, textured, oily skin. I'll come back at the end of the day to show you how my skin will look with this foundation on. So if you're curious to know if this foundation is long-lasting, just keep on watching. Hi again, it's the end of the day, and this is how my skin looks after 12 hours with this foundation on. My skin looks a little bit oily. It looks good from afar, but up close, the foundation has separated. But I feel like I've had worse with other foundations. This is how my acne textured oily skin looks after 12 hours, without any touch-ups. Because I don't like to touch up my makeup throughout the day. Now it's not very hot outside. And if my skin looks this oily now, I don't think this foundation will help me so much in the summertime, when it will be very hot outside. I also want to say something about this Flower Knows Eyeliner Gel. I have it on my eyes right now. The formula is a little bit too dry for my taste, but it's also not very easy to apply it, because the tip is very slim and tiny. And if you press too hard, it breaks easily. And it's also not very long lasting, because it smudged on my under eyes. But I'll keep testing it and I'll keep you updated about it. So, about this new Rare Beauty foundation. I don't find anything special about this one. It's good, but it's not amazing. But I'll test this one more and I'll keep you updated about it in my upcoming videos. But let me know in the comments if you like how my skin looks right now after 12 hours with this foundation on. So I'll test this foundation more and I'll keep you updated about it in my upcoming videos. But guys, let me know what you think about this new foundation. Let me know if you have it and if you like it. And let me know what other makeup products would you like to test next. But that's everything for today. I hope this video was helpful and I hope you like it. If you enjoyed this video, please hit a thumbs up and subscribe for more honest makeup reviews. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!